Put it in there for now. This is mostly cooked food, except the eggs and the milk. Which reminds me, do we have any recipes we could do? Those really not have like a fried egg recipe. Interesting. That's what I struggled on these type of games. What do you mean? Oh, the time management aspect? Or like, oh, I got to do this and then this and this and this. Yeah, yeah. I just try to focus in on. Okay, we can put the stone in there for now. Yeah, that's why I go. Okay, what do I need to work on? And like you can see, we don't have any animals. But like my focus is usually on the stuff that's seasonal. So anything that's like locked to spring, locked to summer, you know. And once I get through that stuff, then I'm more willing to do the stuff that isn't locked to season stuff. Because otherwise I'm doing like 7 different things every day, and I have like 4 hours to work on the seasonal stuff, which is just not enough time to really get that stuff done. So that's why I just focus on seasonal and then rotate back around after the fact. Okay, 75 in there. I don't mind doing this because we just have so much stone. And it helps because like this game, like a lot of other games, this is what I was talking about in the other Harvest Moon game, was because there's a museum, I have something keeping track of what I've grown, of what I've caught, of what I'm fishing out, right? So I can just be like, okay, I've donated those stuff. So if I see it again, I know, okay, I could just sell this. And I like having those checklists in the game, because that allows me to go, okay, I don't need to spend any more time fishing, I need to spend it on bug catching, or I don't need to spend any more time on bug catching, I need to spend time on mining, right? And stuff like that. And this game does a very good job of like everything has a level, so there's basically no wasted effort. Yeah, okay, so we walked out with some good amount of stuff. And even like little stuff you do, like selling stuff every day, helps your town rank. And your town rank gives you rewards, and I think it's every 10 levels of the town rank gives you a thing that increases your stamina by 20, I believe. So even just selling stuff, even just completing quests, still feeds into that gameplay loop, which I think is very, very well done. So I was gonna do something. What was I doing? I was gonna do something. Oh, quest board. Okay. I was like, I couldn't remember what I was doing. Because that screen popped up and it said we had a reward. But you can actually look... Is it here? Yeah. So here's the town ranks. So every 10 levels, you get a new town rank. So we're on Ruby, working our way to Iron. And once we get to Iron, we get more a thing that gives us more stamina, as well as all the things in between giving us something. And you get this rank by doing quests, by donating to the museum, and by selling stuff in your box. So again, everything you do feeds into that gameplay loop. And again, the reason why it stops here is because the game's early access, but you can see they already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more levels planned. We already know these 2 materials, Mistral and Gold, are also on equipment because we've seen NPCs use a gold tool, and Mistral is we'll go to the museum and I'll show you, but there every type of ore you can mine and every gem you can get has a perfect version that's required in the museum. What is this? Oh, it's a wall map. Interesting. Quest for copper, easy peasy. We can do that with our eyes closed. Depicts Mistria. You can see your house from here. Nice. But yeah, so everything you do in this game does feed back into the loop, which I think is very well designed. Also, it does have a very Stardew pixelated art style, but what I really like is that they have this art style for the characters. So like you have your basic art style for like the sprites, which feeds into that you can see them here, but you can also see them at all times on the map, which is very, very helpful, because then you're like, oh, I need to turn in my quest, like we just have a quest for March, right? So you can see his name there. I can go to this screen, see what March looks like from a sprite. Also, they're in alphabetical order, so I can go down to M. This is what March sprite look like, so I can look for red hair with a headband. Bam, there he is, right? And I think that's really, really helpful on, like, being able to, like, figure out which route you need to take to do the things you want to do. But I'm very happy with this game. I don't usually buy early access, just because there's been a lot of times people have been burned by that kind of thing. You know, developers will be like, yeah, we're working on that game, and then, like, 6 years later, maybe it comes out, or they just go, sorry guys, here's our 1.0, and it's basically the thing you've been playing already. Okay, so some garbage here today. And that just makes me wary. But, like, honestly, they could just release this without the upgrades, and I think they still would have, it'd still be worth the price, because I think this game is like $15 right now. Like, it's insanely cheap. Let me see. I can click. Can you get off my screen? There we go. Store page. Let's see. $14. This game is $14. And it's already, like, this complete, right? So, absolute insanity. Very, very well done. I'm very happy with Mistria. Okay. These guys suck. Because you have to time the thing with them. But, they do have a roadmap. Which actually, hold on. I'm gonna take a look at that real quick. I don't know if I've looked at their roadmap. Yeah, they've got 100,000 downloads, and the game is just in just 1 week of early access. Let's see. The first major update they're planning by the end of this year is NPC heart progression cap raised from 4 to 6. 6 heart events for dateable NPCs, additional NPC dialogue. The mines and dungeon are going to get new enemies and new cosmetics. The renown cap for the town is going to go up by 20 levels. Additional renown rewards, of course, additional request, additional museum content and awards, which is cool, and a new festival. Skills and perks, they're going to be raising it from 30 to 45, and also giving more skill perks. They're also adding additional home upgrades, player and animal cosmetics, and furniture and decor, plus miscellaneous more. So that's all potentially coming in an update by the end of this year. Right, so you're talking hours more of content, plus all this other stuff that they want to get in there. Steam achievements, more skill caps, more dungeons, all of that stuff. And again, the game is currently $14. So it's currently promised to be in early access for roughly 1 year, and it released in early access August 5th. So we're probably not going to get a 1.0 until next year. But still, you can get like 50 hours of content out of that, which is, like, for these types of game is more than sufficient. Like, again, they could just drop this and be like, here's your game, and I think people would be happy. But they have a roadmap. Like, I'm very happy with this game, I think. Okay, so even the AoE does damage to you. Oh, there was a crit. Nice. Makes a special sound when you crit. Now, the one thing I do hope they add is some sort of ranged weapon for, like, these guys. But I'm guessing they probably won't, because then it would trivialize some of the combat. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. Like I said, they have a lot of plans, and in a year's time, and again, for $15, it's insane that you get this much content. I do see us coming back to this game multiple times in the coming year. These are pure veins. These ones that look like this, they always give you 2. Ore. And then these little X's on the ground are just ore veins as well. There we go. Okay. Now we're just looking for a ladder. Again, if we can make progress, that would be great. Just so we can know what we need for level 40. And I don't know if level 40 is where it stops or if it goes to 60. My anticipation is 60, but it might not be. By the way, these are the guys that are the easiest to bait out. You just gotta make sure you don't touch them. Hey, there's a crit. Now, what we did find out though is sometimes these dungeons, these mines, sometimes the monsters spawn the ladder, sometimes the rocks spawn the ladder, and sometimes the stuff you can break spawn the ladder. So that's why you have to be. Oh, there's a perfect sapphire. This is what I was talking about. Is every gem has a perfect version, and so does every ore, and those are collected by the museum. And we know Mistral is on that list because we can see it as part of the museum. So. Which I like that like usually it'd be called like Mithril or something, but it's called Mistral because it's Fields of Mistria. That's a nice use of their name as a thing. Okay, we already have that horse. Okay, so somewhere in here, a ladder is spawned. Whenever we hit these levers, ladders usually spawn. Okay, this guy's gonna. Might as well take the one hit. There it is. What is that thing? Still trying to get iron, because I do think we have some tools that could use the upgrade, but not trying to spend too much time on it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. We can hit him while in mid-air, even though that's a ground attack. Do you like a crit? There we go. But yeah, these breakables can spawn stairs. The enemies can spawn stairs, and levers can spawn stairs. Okay. You gotta time this correctly. Oof. Got a nasty crit on that guy. This is also something new for this area specifically. Are these little whirlpools? You can see one there. The whirlpools take you to a different area. They're like a little teleport kind of thing. So, and they're good to do because a lot of times they hide chests. It does feel like they've cleaned up the combat maybe a little in a hot fix. It seems like the hitboxes are a lot more like they're cleaner. I do feel like I'm hitting more consistently than we were before. Crispy fried earth shroom. Okay. Whatever. I'm guessing that's earth shroom. Looks like flour and oil, so it's literally just frying. Does what it says on the tin, I guess. Okay, so this stair is definitely blocked by, yeah, a rock. Okay, so one more floor if we can get it. We've got a good amount of time. So we should be able to get to the floor 40 and then see if it's where it stops us, or see if get this guy to pop up. Okay, that's our 8 o'clock bell. Again, the reason why I kill the monsters is not because they drop anything particularly useful to us, it's because they have a chance of being the stairs. Ah. Okay. That's so useful for the mushrooms. Okay. Alright, so now we just gotta go. We have a thing for mining that allows it to where we can randomly get iron ore from other stuff. Which is why sometimes we hit a rock. Okay, perfect. Because we were running low on stamina. Okay, so this is level 40. It looks like we might be able to pass this too. Hero. Break. Seal. Dragon's power. Restore. We take a rubbing of this, and then we'll take it. I think we got to go back to the witch, and then she'll tell us what 4 items we need. We gotta make sure we open this. What is that? Oh, that's the armor of that one set that we have. Get rid of that for now. Yeah, it's that thing. Okay, so let's equip it just to get this style, and then take it off. Okay, so now we need to go up. So that's as far as we can go for now. Just because we have to take the rubbing to the witch so she can tell us what 4 items we need, which she is not in the tavern, really. Where is she? Oh, she's over at the archaeology site. Interesting. We still need to go to the beach. So I wonder what she's doing over here. Turn in. Another tablet, even deeper underground. Last thing are the gawkers. Okay, she's gonna take us all the way to her place. I want to translate this. Try not to breathe loudly. Nice. Hush. Well, there are some extremely unusual terms that I haven't encountered before. I'm not sure of the translation. So the caverns below mines are elementally charged with water. We're going to need the assistant who specializes with very exotic flora. Celine loves plants. Glad you've been paying attention. Celine, with her head buried in that tome, Codex Mistria. Esoteric, hardly to begin to describe its contents. Okay, so we need to talk to Celine, and maybe she'll know what we're looking for. This is a surprise. Company mission of utmost importance. Just picked up a packet of those cookies you like, Juniper. How lovely. I mean, I suppose these will give us time to fill you in on the details. Oh, interesting. Okay, so she let her guys drop a little bit that she's very cordial with Celine. Interesting. Also, she might like cookies, which means if we get a cookie recipe, we might be able to use that as a gift. See what grows in the environment. Sure, let's go. Please focus. An elementally charged underground environment. That certainly narrows down our search. Is there anything else that could aid us? Witch speak is highly contextual language, so there's a good chance the correct plant will help me translate the rest of the text. That's useful. I think our best is probably Jade Deluce. Let's give it a try. Fish who arrow flies true. The jewel, the color of blue sea. Yeah, I figured as much. Gather up a dulse of jade, which we should have, and a hunter in the coral. Interesting. How exciting. Sounds like there's some puzzle solving to do. I'll have it solved in no time. What I love about this is they make this seem like this is very like, you have to figure it out. But last time we got this quest, it just told us what we needed in the quest. Feel free to come over anytime you two. This was fun. But yeah, so if I open my quest log, it just tells you. You need a coral mantis, you need a sapphire, you need an archerfish, and you need a jade deluge, or deluce, which we might actually have some of that. Okay, is this that's the coral mantis. That's that. This is the jade, okay, that's that. Okay, so what was the last thing we needed? Archerfish. So we need to get an archerfish, and then we'll have everything we need already. Where are we at? We're here. We have time. Nah, we don't have time to make it. I was wondering if we can make it back to go to the beach, because eventually we need to figure out how we build that bridge. It's not super time sensitive right now, but okay. So we don't need these bugs, which is good. Okay, so let's put in this stone. Oh, nope, not those. That. I think we need one of those. This goes to the museum. That sells. This goes in there. Sell. That goes in there. Sell. That goes in there. Sell. Sell. Okay, can we put this map up? Doesn't look like it. Well, dang it. We don't have enough room in our in our house for this map, so let's put the map away. Okay, so we have 3, right? That's what we're looking at. Yeah, sapphire core. Okay, so we just need to get archerfish, which is fine. Oh, that means we can also grab these 2 and sell them. See, I thought we were gonna maybe need one of these, but we don't. So let's go ahead and throw these in our box. Boop, 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 boop. Museum quest. And let's rest. Okay. Okay. Any mail? No mail. We need to go check the board. Oh, he's actually selling some bugs today. Interesting. This is why you want to check, too, because sometimes he sells stuff So if you haven't been here, this little mark right here that has like the check mark, that means it's in the museum. If this is empty, that means you haven't donated to the museum yet. So this is one of the quality of life features that I wish a lot of these types of game had, is where they simply just tell you whether or not you have it in the museum on the item itself, instead of having to go all the way to the museum, try to donate it, already have it, and then have to like go back and sell it. It just tells you on the item whether you have it or not. And that goes for anything, say like the flowers or crops or anything like that. So I like that they do that in this. That is one feature that I hope a lot of other games pick up on moving forward. Okay, we got Tidestone. Bring a Tidestone to Dozy? Who's Dozy? Oh, the dog. I was like, what? We haven't even met that person. Dozy's the dog. Okay. So we're gonna run to the beach real quick. Just so we can figure out what we need for that bridge. Because once we flip over to fall, the mines are going to be shut down basically for a time being until we get the bugs, the fish, the bugs and the fish for fall season, and the crops. That's the other thing, and the foraging. Like there's a lot of stuff you have to do per season. So, still don't know what these statues are. Shiny beads glinting from the bottom of the container. I don't know what that's for, but there's statues like that around town. Yeah, here we go. Okay, what do we need? Because this bridge over here has been broken since we've started playing. So, well, I love, but I personally think nothing beats our beach. Picked a perfect spot to build a house. Funny thing though, it's even nicer on that little island to the west of here. I remember, before the earthquake destroyed the bridge, it was a great spot for fishing and foraging. Bam. That's the exact reason why we want to get this bridge done. Sometimes I take my boats past there, it's still all those things. So I thought, why not share it again with the rest of town? What do you think? More beach sounds like a win to me. Okay, we need 300 wood. Yikes. Stone we have, fiber we have, and then $1,000. Okay, so the wood is gonna be the thing we have to buy. So, because unfortunately wood is pretty hard to come by consistently. Okay, the rest of that stuff we basically have. So, all right, let's go do our thing. I think we already have you, but I'm gonna, just in case. Yeah, we have that. We're also looking for a water skater. It's the little bug that slides again along the water. We have a quest for one of those. Okay, so let's go down to the floor and turn in the items we have, just so we can clear up some inventory space. So we have this, and this. Offer. So now we just need the fish. So let's begin here and see if we can find any water. Okay, we're looking for the archer fish. I don't remember what size the archer fish is. There we go. Also gonna keep picking up the iron where we can. so a lot of water, but no fish so far. Oh, I switched to the sword too slowly. Okay.